Well, Saturday's game between the Montana Grizzlies and Butler Bulldogs was a little bit closer than most people anticipated. Butler got within 1 point in the third quarter against Montana as they kept things interesting in the second half. But ultimately, it was the Grizzlies who emerged victorious on Saturday afternoon as they begin the season 1-0, and while there's plenty to clean up, in the end, they're just happy with the win. It was a fast start for Montana, as on the third play of the game, scored on a touchdown connection between Sam Vidlac and Junior Bergen. The Grizz offense was also paced by redshirt freshman Eli Gilman at running back, who rushed for 119 yards and 1 touchdown in his first game as starter.
It was exciting. I love going out there playing football with my guys. And we've been talking about all week how we got to dominate the run game. And when the O-line does theirs, I better do mine too. We just kept pounding the ball like we know how to. It wears on teams, and we're going to keep going and going and going until they can't stop us anymore.
Offensively, the Grizzlies ran into troubles with turnovers, as Vidlac threw a pair of interceptions, and Gilman also fumbled it in the red zone. The offense in turn would stall, so the turnovers are seen as an area of improvement.
If you don't win the turnover battle, you don't win much. I mean, obviously we had to take care of the ball. He took some great licks and hung on to it. You know, I didn't want to jinx our running backs before the game, but we didn't have one fumble during training camp, and it was pretty physical. So I like where that is. Quarterbacks are going to throw some interceptions. If you're going to throw the ball some, the other team's going to catch a couple of them. You just don't want a bunch of them.
Penalties also caused Montana some hardships, including 2 on the same drive that negated touchdowns before the third time was the charm, as Xavier Harris eventually punched it in to make it 21-6 Grizzlies before halftime.
You know, some penalties I don't really care about, some I do. At times, their most productive play was the penalty, offensively and defensively. We don't want to be going backwards or giving them free yards, which at times we did, but you know, sometimes stuff happens too.
At times, Butler was a handful for Montana, with quarterback Brett Bushka and their receivers making big plays often. It was in the third quarter when the Bulldogs scored on a 4th down conversion that trimmed it to 21-20 Grizzlies.
A good throw and a good catch beats good coverage every time. You know, you got to make plays on the ball, and that was one of the things I challenged our team at halftime, both sides of the balls, to make plays on the ball, and I thought we did.
The Grizzlies then needed a spark, and they found that in quarterback Clifton McDowell, who saw some reps in the first half, but after Vidlac's second pick, was brought in the rest of the way to close the game out. Right off the bat, McDowell engineered a fast 3-play drive with 2 big runs from him, capped by Gilman's touchdown, as the Grizzlies got back on track. And Montana found its footing as the defense clamped down the rest of the way as the Grizzlies closed the game out and put a win on their record.
Yeah, guys started making plays. Trevin made a couple of very key plays on the ball. As you guys said, Nash had the big hit. I think that helped with some of the momentum for us in the second half, and then we just kind of feed off of that and kept going.
Week 1 is now in the books, and the Grizzlies get set for their first road test of the season as they head to St. George, Utah next weekend to take on Utah Tech. Reporting in Missoula, Kyle Hansen, MTN Sports.